Curran. How are you, Mike?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Les.
Yeah, well, we're going to give Mike the bit of a go with the microphone this year. So, Mike, just coming through there, what can you see?
Yeah, just the guys just going through the shaking the hands. So we've just watched the 20s draw 0-0. Pretty good match, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it's music started. It's party time here, but we have some serious a serious job to do here. It's round one. And we're here with the State League, of course. We're going to be back here, same ground, on Tuesday night for the FFA Cup game. But tonight we're really just interested in, of course, getting off to a good start in round one of the State League. So let me just quickly have a look for you. I'm just going to read the sheet straight off the game sheet here, or I might actually have a quick look. Yeah, straight off the game sheet here. And we have Bello playing, of course, Corey Atkinson and Matthew Casely. He's starting, new to the club this year. Jack Graham as well. Thomas Lyons is in. And of course we have the captain, Daniel McFarlane. Yuki's actually starting with us today here, so that's really good. And of course Jack O'Malley in goals, Graham Toop, Woodbine, but I think Woody started on the bench today. He's pulled up a little bit sore. Yep. Yeah, pulled up a little bit sore, so we'll just get to check out the team as they come live here. Just looking for kickoff. Okay, my name's Les Horner, and as I said, we're part of the live local sport team, and we're coming to you here from Nepean. And as you can see, Nepean playing in the red, and the CCU playing in the standard black. And as you can see straight away there, you have Toop playing at the top, so he must be playing in for Bello. He's Bello on the ball now, so he must be playing in for Woodbine. Yuki's on the ball, and we'll see a bit of him this year. Of course, Matt Casely on the ball. He came to us. Oh, there's a bad touch there. Yuki's played it back to O'Malley. Now, we've watched the games prior to this, and the under-18s had a 3-0 win, and the under-20s played their hearts out for a 0-0 against a very good Nepean under-20 side. But the pitch is cut up a little. And of course, they had a lot of Sydney rain here last weekend, and then through the week it's just continually every day just getting a little bit more. Here we are in front of goal. He's reached out, but he's just gone over. Casely Casely will let it go. So yeah, so we're a little bit more rain, and then after 2 games it's chopped up a little bit. So let us know where you're watching it from. Starting a brand new season. We've got a bit of an upgraded camera set, an upgraded production set, so hopefully it all goes smoothly, and if it doesn't, you know what we're doing, we're getting it done. We're trying to get it done all the way from Nepean out here. We're actually at St Mary's, the Cook Park, those people that might know us out there. There's onside. Young Noah there playing on the right side there. He can rise to fame. He actually obviously came through the 18s last year, played a bit of football, and then ends up here in the first grade. Oh, he slipped over. Oh, 2 foot. So we've got Kathy Allen on already from Bonnie, Scotland. How are you, Kathy? All the best for the new year, Kathy. We hope we can entertain you for another year. Might not be able to, because we didn't quite sure. Just wait here, Nepean is getting. We can't get it out there. But yeah, not quite sure that we're going to come back for a second year. So used all my good jokes in the first year, but we'll see how we go. He's played that on. Young Appo is starting in first grade on the left wing here. Plays a nice ball. Toop will get this. He's trying to get some traction there, but you can see he was losing his footing there. Mr. Smith, saying good luck to Matt and the team from Glasgow. As I said, Mr. Smith, the 20s had a 0-all draw, and Angry Matthew was playing, and I think he might have copped a bit of an injury and had to come off. But you will know we didn't have to stretcher him off. He refused to get on the stretcher. Did you see, Mike, whether Matt get on the stretcher or not?
No, he didn't get on the stretcher, Les. He ended up walking off, or hobbling off.
Yeah, so Mike's on the camera, as we say, and he's got his eyes on everything. Mike doesn't like normal people. When you turn your eye from one side to the other, he's actually work independently of each other. So he's good man to have. He can keep an eye on everything. Will Reed saying, welcome back, lads, watching from Hawaii. Now, Will, you can't just come in first quote of the, here he goes, Knox, the first quote of the new year saying you're watching from Hawaii without any information about A, the cocktail that you are drinking, and B, the pool which you are drinking next to. So hit us up, Will. A little bit of information there. Seaton Wilson saying, welcome back, Les. Looking forward to another great year of commentary. Well, that's going to be unfortunate, Seaton, because it's just Mike and I back this year. We'd thought they might have upgraded it to better models, but it's just us. But Mike's going to be taking the reins with a bit of commentary, aren't you, Mike?
Look, last year I was a bit of a mute, I think, just in the background, so it made sense that I got given a mic this year, so thanks for that, Les.
Yeah, I don't know who it made sense to, but Callum Barnes is saying, sorry I'm late, guys. Mate, you're all right. You don't have to be sorry you're late. We've only just started. It's 0-all. 4 or 5 minutes in. We've been joined by Mr. Glassick. Michael Glassick, would normally be on the microphone with me, but he has to rest up for his big game tomorrow, and a trip in the car all the way down to St Mary's wasn't going to be helpful for his perfect preparation. So welcome, Michael. So as you can see, we've the big 9. We talked about him last year. Cuts in well too. We talked about him last year. He was a lot of trouble for us up the front there. But you might notice that Tupi has landed himself at the top today. And I think that might be, of course, we have, oh no, it's not Tupi. Tupi is playing in the back, so sorry, my fault. Maybe I'll just check, maybe I'll check the team sheet and I'll be able to tell you.
That's the professionalism that we've known and come to expect, Les.
Yeah, that's Mr. Sanders, sorry, that's, I knew it was Mr. Sanders. So those guys that have sent messages in saying that, Les, you have no idea, I did know it was Mr. Sanders. So it's good to see him up the top. We'll be interested to see how he goes this year. That's for those people that don't know. That's Luke Joseph Sanders. And could actually be Tupi's brother. So
it's a bit of a tough game for the boys. Opening game of the season against Nepean, Les. They drew, was it 1-all with them last year, the opening game? Or not the opening game, but one of the first few games?
Yeah, I think it was one of the games that we did, because we didn't do the first couple of games last year. But I think, didn't they finish 5th, Mike, on the competition table last year?
Yeah, I think they finished 5th. I think we played them 3 times last year. I think we drew, we won 1, and I think we won 3-1 in the preliminary final?
Yeah, it might have been. Hits it across, but O'Malley's on it. He's got it sorted. Every time Mike comes in with a little bit of background, I've got to turn him down. So Jock's helped me out there. He's saying Luke the Colonel Sanders. So yeah, that's we'll have to go with the Colonel this year. Well, that'll be very good. Paisley. Oh, this is Toopy. As you can see, nice ball. That's it. So the ground is, as I said, it's a little bit boggy out there. We look into the distance and you can see potentially just a little bit of low clouds, so it's a bit of sprinkly rain. We were lucky enough that the Nepean establishment have let us up into their media box today, so thank you for the Nepean Football Club. Been a good host here today. Oh, the Colonel's on him. It looks like we're going to be blessed with a few comments from Mike's brother now that Mike has joined the commentary team. He's saying, oh, here we go, Nepean are on. He's going to shoot. Oh, great save there. Wow, that was a good save. We might have a quick look at that one. As you can see, plays him inside, plays outside again, just gets a touch, and he takes it one inside and then just drills it. And Alesto Malley, he's done it. Great job, Alesto Malley. Here they come back out. Quick talk, quick a corner. They nearly beat our replays. But yeah, he's saying, Mike's brother's saying, why don't you just turn him down instead of turning him off? I'm actually, no, he's saying the other thing, turn him off instead of turning him down. So
yeah, look, I made the mistake last night of telling my brother that I've been given a mic today, so he's tuned in to heckle me the whole match probably.
So as you can see, I did turn him down then. We missed him a little bit, but all good. It's a very noisy stadium here. We're in a little tiny, not tiny, but we're in a stadium about 4 or 5 rows up from the front, with a nice little clubhouse in the back here and the change rooms underneath. So those people that have ever been to Cook Park before, you know what I'm talking about. But of course, you're sitting right amongst the crowd here, so there's a fair bit of crowd noise. And so we'll see how we go. Let us know how you're hearing us at your end. Karen Oxford's on the stream. Oh, he's got him. Oh, there's a goal. The first goal. So the home team has scored there. We'll have a quick look at the replay there. As you can see, it comes in from the other side. Just poked through, and he gets the ball across, right across the goal. And there he is at the back stick. Turned out to be a decent goal in the end. Across the path of the defence, they couldn't do anything. They were facing their goal, so if they strike on the ball, they end up, of course, putting it into their own net. Yes, so it is 1-0 to the home side. And they well deserved it. They've been pushing forward right from the start of today, and they deserve that goal. Plenty of space out here now. He's knocked him in behind. Toopy's there, got him sorted. Malley had to make a very good save just prior to that goal, sorry. And so the pressure was on, so we've had to make a couple of saves so far this game, and we haven't put their goalkeeper under pressure as yet. Appo scrapping for the ball there, can't get it. Took with the left foot. Yuki's on it. Paisley inside. Appo. Just misses the ball there. lucky. So lights have just been turned on, and like a normal council ground, you can see there's, well, you can't see it, but I can see there's 1 or 2 lights working on every light pole, which is normally the case for a council ground. Well, we also have a new crew in the State League. We're down here. It's called the Shed Crew, the Nepean boys. So they've taken off from our Graveyard boys from last year. I mean, I didn't come to their home game last year, so I didn't know whether this crew existed last year, but I haven't seen them before, and they're out in full force today behind their own goalkeeper at the moment. So you'll probably hear a bit of the sights and sounds of State League football coming to you here live from Cook Park. Nepean FC are hosting the Central Coast United here. This is round 1, State League. So you'd expect that legs are going to get a bit tired on this somewhat sticky surface today. We saw the 20s who were 0-all. We saw them play their hearts out because they were just absolutely flogged by the end of it in this oppressive condition. But I must say now the sun is starting to dissipate. There's a bit of a breeze coming in now, so the conditions are better here for first grade than they were for the 18s and 20s. This is the man got the ball in before. He's got another ball in. Oh, he shoots right across. Let's have a quick look at that one. This is the danger man. He did it before. He's inside, outside, and then just scoops it over the top. And he gets a good purchase on it. And yes, let's fly. Could have went anywhere, but goal kick. Wow. Mike Curran would you have stuck that one in, Mike?
Oh, I think I would, yeah. But playing for the over 45s is a little bit easier to do so.
Yeah. No, I've seen Mike stick a few of those in. Every goal he gets, he posts it on multiple social pipes, so we get to see all those goals.
Well, they certainly are pretty vocal over there, and just this morning, Les, after last night's couple of bottles of red wine, I was thinking, I hope someone brings a bloody big drum.
Oh, he's on. No, he's offside. He's offside. Yes, well, nothing really has changed since last year, Mike. It's still preparation, 2 bottles of red before a game. For me, I just went to a game. I just was out at the host. I don't know if anybody saw our graphic at the beginning. We were paying a little bit of service to the new sponsors within CCU. We have the Bendigo Bank have come on board. You'll see them on the kit, as well as North Constructions. They're on there as well. A big shout out to Darren Sprod from the Central Coast Football. They're a big supporter of the Central Coast United. And of course the new Leagues Club has come on board this year, the Wyong Leagues Club. They've got about 6 or 8 Leagues Clubs across the Central Coast, and they are supporting the team. So you'll see, if you get a close up, he knocks this one back post, there's someone there, gets a header. Oh no, good save. But again, Nepean are causing some trouble in and around the box. They've had to make O'Malley get a couple of saves in there. Oh, that's really handball. Abbo outside his foot. Paisley. So Tyson Beasley's on the stream saying Central Coast Mariners need to announce Harare announced Gem. So we might make that announcement a bit later, Mike. They've given us the authority to make those announcements now. So stand by your phones or your devices or your televisions. Later in the call, we might make that announcement. So the birds are cheeping because they know that the rain is coming. But it won't worry us today because we have luckily been asked to come into the media area here at the Nepean Cook Park grandstand. Before we were actually set up outside, so it was lucky that they come and rescued us because if it does rain now, we are undercover. Yes, it's a good ball. That's a nice ball in. Tubes has to make a play at it. Occasionally scanning, tries to go outside in. This guy might hit this. No, he's going to play him wide there. Nepean in the dangerous position outside. He'll knock this one over, and that one is way over. That's over. That's nearly money in the actual after season trip jar, that one. But it didn't go out for a throw-in, so keep your money in your pocket, lad. Everybody's fine. So with a few new players in this year, there's of course there's combinations that people have to work on and try and get things sorted. We're missing a few, but of course those players have gone on and some of them have signed with other clubs and good luck to them. Some of them are just on the injury list. Maka makes a nice ball. Oh, Yuki's on it now. Plays him. Oh. Apo. Nice ball. McFarlane, you get it on his left. He's trying to strike this. He does. No room for him. Obviously player of the year for last year, Daniel McFarlane. They've done a lot of work on the videotape on him, so they've cut him down here so far. A lot of people saying the way to beat them is to take him out. Legally, I'm talking, take him out of the game. So as I said, we're back here on Tuesday night for the FFA Cup. Oh, that's a nice ball in. No, sorry, O'Malley cut that one off. I couldn't quite see the angle on that one. Mr. Mike, the cameraman, we had to give him pole position today in front of myself. There's been a lot of reorganising the roles in the team over the off-season, and we've promoted Mike to be now the head honcho, so he gets now prime position out the front. So sometimes when I can't see the play, you'll notice that I can't see it because Mike there, that's where Mike's going to take over for the commentary and just do the rest himself. Oh, Toop, nice ball outside of the foot, down into the corner. You can see the shed crew in the background over there. Mike will go back, you'll see them all down the backs there. Got their own little shed. Of course, they've got banners. They were making a bit of a noise, and Mike's favourite piece of equipment at the football, which is the drum. He loves the drum. Mike just absolutely loves the drum. If you remember back to the grand final last year, Mike told the drummer where to go in no uncertain terms. Nepean is broken here. Can he get it across to this side? He can, but Casey tries to cut him out. Still got it. He's weaving inside outside. They go back out to the this dangerous side here. He's going to whip one back post. He's done it all game. No, he's going to have a strike. Oh, O'Malley was got a little bit interested. Not too bad, but he didn't look like he was going to have a crack, but that's the same guy that hit it over the fence before, so he thought, why not? Give it a crack. Mr. Glassick, Stephen Glassick, is on the stream. Welcome, Steve, for another year. Oh, there's hands. He's played on quickly. The ref's going to bring it back, but I think the ball is still bouncing. Yuki, he looks good on the ball. Nice. He's only a slight guy, but he gets around the park quickly, quick feet. There's a slide tackle from behind. Colonel Sanders has got it. Nice ball. He might make a run now. Goes to McFarlane. Apo goes in. Oh, here we go. Casely There's a late tackle. There's a free kick to Nepean just there. Free kick to Nepean. It's right in front of the shed there. The boys are lifting him, getting stuck in. So a lot of that started with their own graveyard. The boys from the graveyard, we want to wish them all the best. Hashtag graveyard. And of course we expect them to be bigger and better this year back at Bloom Park, and of course they did travel to a number of grounds last year. So after 23 minutes we are 1-0 to the home side, so we are 1-0 down if you're following the Central Coast United. The game sort of slowed down a bit now. Central Coast United have got a little bit more forward momentum now, so we'll see if we can convert that into something. Someone's not very happy out there. There's a little bit of a hurry up from either a coach or a player. Yuki's on the ball again. I'm probably going to call that a lot this year, I think, by the way he goes about his work. He's in the back, but he's got away down the outside. Cross. Oh! And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Nepean have scored. We're going to have a look at that replay now. As you can see, the Dangerous comes down again from the left-hand side. It's a good ball in. I thought it was going to be a free kick there. And he's got in front of his defender and just knocks it in. Similar to the first goal. Probably a little bit further on the break. Very similar to the first goal. But here we are 25 minutes in, and Central Coast United have gone down 2 goals. So they're going to have to try and stem the bleeding here, because you don't want to go too far behind in the first half of your first game of the season. But I must say Nepean have been the better side thus far. Oh, there's a loose pass. Arbello turns his back, plays for the free kick. That's how the defenders do it. Just turn the back, play for the free kick, and then just dive over the football. What do you see in that goal, Mike?
Well, look, I thought Central Coast had settled down a little bit. They seem to be having a little bit more of the ball. That was a little bit against the run of play, but it was a little bit left unmarked at the back there.
Yeah, seem to have the pace on Paisley. They might have to think about that at half time. Ball gets cut out there by CCU. Fallon on the football now, puts him through, but the flag is up, offside. So I think we've probably got about 150, 200 people here in the grandstand where we are, and of course a shed, and then to our right there's another small one of those sheds that you saw before, and that's full as well. So it could be around about 300 or 400 people here today. Yeah, Todd Wilson was just asking about did they have a polo match here before the kickoff. Yeah, it does look a bit chopped up, but that was just a couple of games that have played so far today and the wet surface. Oh, he got off his chest. He's going to shoot. Again, you couldn't try to find his footing. Toop had to come in, make the cross. Yeah, the surface, when we got here, the actual surface looked beautiful to the eye, but of course with a bit of rain around that can be deceiving, and it chopped up a little bit, but it's not too bad. Both teams obviously playing on the same surface, so CCU are used to playing of course on the hallowed turf at Plume. Here we go, a corner to the home side. Number 5 is going to whip this in, right foot. There's a few oohs and ahs going on there. I got that replay. We'll just wait for it, see what happens. We're on the counter here. Plays back to the keeper. But yeah, there's a few oohs and ahs there. The corner was played out. I might play that now while we got some time. But the corner was played out to the player on the outside of the box, and he's just laced it. It's gone in, hit a player, and Mally's gone one side, but luckily there was a fullback on the post and saves our blushes. 3-0 down would have been obviously a long way back. 2-0 is the worst score in football, as we know. 3-0 is nearly a winning score. Abello on the ball. Plays Abbo.
Go forward, Alex, go forward.
Again, he slipped when he took that. That was Geordie Howe, but he really made a great ball. Turned an ordinary ball into a great pass. Oh, free kick there. Player just got his leg in front, and McFarlane was just trying to cross him. The referee's blown it up. He wants to have a word to McFarlane. He wants to say to McFarlane, listen, son, I don't care if you were the player of the year last year. Just don't be doing that on my watch. O'Malley says, McFarlane says, you beauty, and let's play on. Here's 17. He's had a great game. Scored a double, going for a first half hat-trick. Oh, McFarlane just gets it out this time. Colonel's on it. Oh, Bello pulled him back. Bello's on the ball there. Again, there's just the little things that are not going for the Central Coast side today. Those little touches. Of course, home side, home advantage, 2-0 up. Those touches are going their way. So puts it through. He's on it again, 17. He's having a wow of a game this half. See if he can actually play his other partner in. He's going to shoot, as you can see. A bit wet there. It's on the first half hat-trick, that guy. Number 17. Let's see if we can find him on the game sheet. Faris Arun. Faris Arun is the guy that's on the first half hat-trick. There he is. Matt Crooks is saying our man Yuki, he's playing well. Oh, Toop's got a diving header there. Handball, someone yells out. Oh, it goes around him. Casey can't keep up with him. Number 10 knocks it back. Oh, again, wet play. Yuki hits it out. Unfortunately, straight to the opposition. So Central Coast haven't been able to clear the football. Oh, swishing across. The home fans are loving this. There seems to be so much happening on the home team in attack, and Central Coast are finding it hard, even just to get out of their own half. Shed's firing up, as you'd imagine. Yeah, the Shed's firing up, as you'd imagine. 2-0 up. They're going to be very, very hard to keep quiet this game. 32 minutes in here for the first round of the State League, New South Wales State League, between Nepean FC and Central Coast United. My name is Les Hornery, and I have my trusted cameraman Mike Curran with me today. Mike's actually upgraded his kit over the off-season and mortgaged his house to buy a bit of kit. How's the new kit working, Mike?
Yeah, no, it's pretty good actually. I'm still getting used to it, but we'll see how good it is as the light starts to fade.
Oh, there he is, Mr. Hattrick Man. He's all guns blazing now. So take us through, Mike. What are you using there?
So last year we used just a little Sony camera. We've upgraded the Sony this year to a Sony PXW Z190. So it's a big camera. We'll see if we can get some shots of that later. The setup and a new tripod this year.
So does the wife know about these new purchases, Mike?
No, I don't like talking about it too much, just in case she's listening.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't think she's listening because I remember earlier in the piece we blocked her last year when you were buying some stuff. Well, that might have been when we booked to go to Hooters for lunch, for dinner after the game. But either way, I don't know if we've unblocked your wife or not.
No, I didn't think she took too kindly to telling her that we were going to stay down here for 3 nights so we can just do the FFA Cup game so we don't have to drive down. So.
Yeah, well, I didn't realise that the Hooters at Penrith actually had accommodation attached to the restaurant. But that's where we'll be for a couple of nights because Mike and I have to come back. We were going to come back in a couple of nights to do the FFA Cup, but we've decided on the trip down that we're just going to stay a few nights down in lovely Penrith. Maybe a night out at Panthers, the big leagues club, Mike.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Actually, I think we might even be booked in there. Trying to follow as many of the local teams in the FFA Cup as we can. We've been doing some streams already last week with Woongarra getting a win and also Berkeley Vale. And we'll be doing a few next week as well. We don't normally come away, but of course when... Oh, you hit that. Oh, great save on Malley. Wow. Let's have a look at that one. There's just nothing on here, see? There's just nothing on. He plays him the ball, and he skips out, skips again, and then he just lays one, and O'Malley goes to his left, and at full strength makes a great save. That might be a save that keeps him in this game. My goodness. Last O'Malley is going from where he took off, where he finished last, taking from where he finished last year in the grand final. He made some great saves. Another corner for the home team. Oh, he's got it on his hand. Oh, a bit of volleyball in the box there. But initially the referee saw a little sneaky hand in there and decided to pull it up. And we'll sit that one into the car park. So Michael Cordy's going, field looks not so good. He's using the word shocking, but it actually looks quite nice here in actual live, but of course it is very wet underfoot, so making it very hard for them to get a surface, get a purchase on the surface, should I say. And he's also saying great save by O'Malley in the previous save. So already it's been 2 goals by the right wing of Nepean. Both of the goals have come from the left wing of Nepean, and they've both been balls across the face to the same player who's knocked the balls in. Here's your man Yuki on the ball. Oh, gives it to Apo. Tries to ride the challenge. Unfortunately, can't ride the challenge. Well defended there. Ethan saying that the mighty Hazelbrook Hawks are coming. That's right, we're going to be doing the mighty Hazelbrook Hawks down here. We're going to be doing some pre-match interviews with the Hawks players. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, it's a dangerous side. This is the dangerous side out here. We all got to watch. Back post. Oh, Chick. Luckily gets up. Opposed on the football. Oh, it's come straight over the top of him. Got to be a free kick. That's called in the back if you're playing AFL. And also in the back if you're playing football. The real football, the round goal ball game, Mark, isn't it? So it's a bit cooler there, Mike, now. Bit of a breeze.
Yeah, that wind's come up. It's quite nice actually because it's been quite muggy, hasn't it, down here this afternoon?
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting a little bit of a sweat on before. But the mighty Winks, Mike, is won again. Another race. So I see Mike, he went down to the tab earlier, put some money on. Here we go. Over the top. Knocked back in. Nobody there. Yeah. Oh, high boot. Yeah, Mike, we had to stop off at the tab. Mike saw the mighty Winks paying $1.72, and he said, thought he's in for this 72 cents. I'm not sure how much money he put on, but that's what's going to. He reckons that's what we're paying our accommodation with for the next 3 days. So must have put a few 100,000 on.
Mate, I love the way that you paint me to be an alcoholic and a gambler as well.
That's what I do, mate. It's what I do. Because next to you, I need to look squeaky clean. I do give it to you, Mike. You don't smoke, which is one thing. He hits the ball in. Oh, there he goes. The hat-trick man. We thought he was going to be on it. That was nearly... Oh, he's lifted one. Oh, Ryan Gosling. Great shot. So I haven't seen much of Ryan Gosling this game. Oh, let's go, Macca. Beats one, beats two. As you can see, they're playing a high line, plays him in. But no, can't quite get there. Nepean, to their credit, have kept their high line. They haven't... they kept their structure. Which I suppose if you're 2-0 up, that's what you should be doing. Paisley comes in, makes the header. Yeah, we do know that Central Coast have a couple of tough games. The first couple of games this year, which is, of course, they got Nepean here today, which is turning to be a very tough game. And then, of course, they got University next weekend. So they have to play a couple of teams in the top 3 or 4 of last year. And, of course, Bankstown, as we know, were promoted, so that we don't get to see them this year. We wish them all the best up in NPL 3. I hope they do well. So in and out, well cut off. Casely, he's going to hit one. O'Malley, oh, good save. Actually, I don't think he got a fingertip, but it looked good. Just play that one. You can see the big 9. He plays the ball in, faces away, gets the ball back, and when he hits it, O'Malley going horizontal. Back to the live action now. Yeah, the centre backs here haven't really, Central Coast United haven't really troubled these centre backs as yet. They've played a good game thus far, very solid. So also this year we are looking, as part of help with the Central Coast United, we're looking for a digital partner this year. We just talked about some of the sponsors that come on board as kit sponsors and club sponsors for Central Coast United. But after last year, we still haven't found ourselves a digital partner. So if you're out there looking or watching and you want to be on board, or it goes along, if you want to come on board as a digital partner, get in contact with the club, or over the back, get in contact with the club, and I'll let you know what that means, what it's going to cost you and what you get for your money. Of course, Mike and I are part of that deal, so you get us. So it'll be a lot of money, I'd imagine, Mike.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't let that put you off, the fact that me and Les come with the
Yeah,
package.
we probably should have said that actually. We probably should have said the new commentator and cameraman will be part of the package, because if we get a digital partner, they won't want to retain us, I wouldn't think. But until we do, we're here, giving it a crack. Nepean, after 43 minutes in, Nepean FC have had all the play in the first half. They are 2-0 to the good. And Central Coast will need to regroup at half time, and they'll need to come out with a bit of a game plan. And as we said, 2-0 is a tough, interesting scoreline, because if you can come back from that to make it 2-1, then the momentum is with yourself. I see we're hovering around the 73, 74 people on the stream, which is nice to see. There's again the sticky surface. Oh, he knocks it out. He's on the ball. He's going to have a turn it in. He's going to have a shot. No, he gets closed down. Nepean just knocking the ball around now, just trying to keep possession, waiting for that cross ball. The lights are starting to take effect. We might dial the camera up at half time and get it a bit lighter for you. So there's the half time. So at half time, Nepean 2, Central Coast United 0. So what we normally do at half time is we shut down the audio, we keep the stream going. If you've got any questions for us, fire them away. We'll come back to you in the second half. Okay, guys, we are back for the second half. How was the sausage roll, Mike?
If I had a sausage roll, I would have enjoyed it, but we only got a bottle of water. So.
Sweet. Now I had a couple of Dagwood dogs and some fairy floss, so I'm all good for the second half. So what would you think the coaches would be telling Central Coast, Mike?
Well, I think they took a long time to actually settle down. In fact, they never really settled down in that first half, I don't think. They weren't passing the ball as nicely as we've seen them in last season. They didn't really pose much attacking threat at all, I thought. In fact, did we have a shot on goal in that first half?
I can't recall their goalkeeper actually having a save in anger, so you're probably right there.
It's 2 hours, mate, you know, keep going.
Yes, don't Adam Woodbine just coming back from the sheds here, sitting here, he's got the power lead stuck around his foot. He was just about to pull our stream down, but luckily he is fleet of foot and he got that sorted. So getting ready for the second half here. Someone's having a sneezing attack in the crowd here. Just waiting for the cameraman to be right. Put his hand up. Put your hand up, Mike. Beautiful. Now the ref can go. He's just checking to see if we were all good, which we are. Into the second half now. So let's just see if Central Coast have made any structural changes. I can't really see any changes in there. We've got a corner virtually straight off the kickoff. So we'll see how that goes. Here we are. Can't remember us having too many corners, but unfortunately couldn't beat the first man. Plays him in. They're on the counter now. Casey just puts it into the bush. But yes, it's a bit of nervous times I think here now for the local team, because you are 2-0 up playing the grand final winners from last year, and you know, that nervous time to think, you know, oh, there's a challenge, good challenge there. Bello tries to put his body on the line for the team. McFarlane gets the ball.
Alex.
Bit of a push. Oh, Toop's not happy. He's going to give the referee a bit of a mouthful there. That's not like him. So Nepean's got a dangerous position here. The rain looked like it was going to come in, but now it's just moved away again, so you never can tell what's going on. Nepean on the ball, nice whip. KC can't get there. Farland keeps the ball in. Here's number 11. He's on a hat-trick for the second half here. 2 goals in the first half. Unfortunately, couldn't make a pass. Suki gets the ball. Out to Ryan Gosling, the 99. Nowhere to go. Has to go back to the keeper. Hayden Nappo is watching. Also Troy and Wayne Johnson. Thanks for joining the stream. Here you join the stream with the score not on the right side for the travelling side here. Home side up 2-0. Just turn Mike down a little bit. I'll get a bit more, and here comes the rain, ladies and gentlemen. So this will be great for the home team because you're up 2-0, and of course the pitch is already soggy and it's a little bit wet underfoot. and of course the rain coming down now to make it even wetter. So if you're barracking for the home team right now, you've got a lot of things in your favour. The big number 9, he's had a whale of a game thus far this year. Well, this year. That is true this year. Whale of a game this year, because this is the first game of the year for 2019 in the New South Wales State League. And there's a free kick for CCU in a very dangerous position. It's on the wrong side for McFarlane, but because he can't left foot that one across and in. So I'd say Ryan Gosling will get onto this one. Now Ryan hit a beautiful free kick in the semi-final, if you remember, to put us through to the grand final. He's hit it straight into the wall. Again, this happens. Sometimes it just doesn't fall your way. Benjamin DeVille is saying, come on, Tommy Lyons, get stuck in. He's been trying, don't worry about that. Abello leaves it short. Oh, steps in on the ball. Yuki through. Oh, he's nutmegged the ref. Oh. Toob's going to put him through. Apo is on it, but can't get there. The ball just a bit long. So let us know where you're watching the game from today. Of course, we're here at Cook Park in St Mary's, just outside, just in the suburb of Penrith, near the Penrith Panthers Leagues Club is where we'll be staying for the next couple of days. Mike and I are staying until the FFA Cup game on Tuesday night. So let us know where you are staying. Where you are watching the game from. We'd like to get a bit of a feels like what does it feel like where you are. At the moment here, it's still warm, but the rain, I don't know if you can see it in the stream, but the rain is fairly heavy. Michael Saunders is saying he's from Townsville. I'm not sure what relation he might be to the Colonel. No, different surname spelling, so not even a relation at all. So I just got my glasses, couldn't see there for a second. But Michael, appreciate you coming in. We just had Mike Curran join the. What is going? The cameraman just joined the stream. Can you just not do everything at once, Mike?
I think you'll find that's my dad.
Oh, it's your dad joined the stream. Thought it was you joining the stream. You'll have to speak into your mic there if you want to say hello to him.
Well, I think you've turned me down, Les.
Yeah, I have, but I'll turn you back up so you can have a talk to your family. There you go. So, Mike Curran, is you're named after the great man, Mike?
I am named after the great man.
Yeah. Have you got similar traits, you and the old man?
Yep, we've both got no hair.
Okay, sweet. But you weren't born with no hair.
Oh, I was born with no hair.
Oh, good. Wow, that's unreal. So you've never had hair. Oh, here we go. Bella, we just need Bella to get a little bit further forward. He knocked it in. Here we go. Casely, can we score? No, not a very good ball there from Casely, unfortunately. Yuki gets a toe in. Can't stem the. He's going to try one. He's going for the hat trick, number 17. I don't think the coach is going to say too much against him. He had a couple of good strikes in the first half. 2-0. Try to catch O'Malley unawares there, but from a long way out in the rain, that's hard to do. There's only a few of us with that sort of skill. Mike Curran, Les Hornery, to name a few. Michelle Lumpy She's in from Wyoming watching the stream. She probably might have been out watching her Wyoming play last night against the Bats, the first round of the Premier League on the Central Coast. Oh, Noah Jala is just going to take that guy out, take him to hospital. And that looks like Michael's saying that he's Noah's uncle. Oh! He's brought him down. Here we go. Here's the first. Here we go, the cheese. Mr. Cheese. Let's have a bit of a look. Here's our Mr. Cheese graphic for this year. Welcome to the club, Mr. Cheese. Good work. We love a little bit of cheese here on the stream. Mike loves a bit of cheese with his red wine.
I do.
What sort of cheese you like, Mike?
Danish Blue.
So who?
Danish Blue.
Danish Blue. Settle down. Isn't that going off already, that cheese? Here we go, 17. My pick is that he's going to have a crack. He's on a hat-trick. He's going to have a crack and see if he can knock this one in. 5. 5 hits it low. Oh, into Ryan Gosling, but didn't hurt those washboard abs of Ryan Gosling then. Just took it in his stride. Well, we've got to watch out for the second entry. Now we're going to have a third entry here, getting dangerous. Nepean are trying to put this game to bed. Oh, nice ball inside, outside. Tackle Jala. They're down into the swamp now. Nice ball back. Here Gosling. Gosling, oh, well done Gosling. Beautiful. Oh, he's going to play him. I thought he was going to play him. Apo. Casely. He's doing a little bit of karate moves there. Abello. Oh, yes. Here we go. On to Abello. No, it's Apo. Abello. It's all much the same. Here we go. Another corner. Central Coast. Somebody's saying I love the cheese graphic. Here we go. Oh, the ball's gone out already. Let's just quickly have a quick look here. We just want to pay tribute to a good friend of the football club. Squid, if you're watching, we're sending our prayers and hope that, if we can make it a little bit better by streaming these, that's what we're doing. We're dedicating the stream to you today, and we hope that you can see what we're doing, and we're doing it all for you. And on the screen there you can also see the 5 Central Coast Mates GoFundMe page. So go to that page and put some money down for a good mate of the club, and we're all thinking of you, Squid. Shed crew, the Nepean shed crew are firing up over there on the left-hand side, and why wouldn't you? You're at the home side, you're 2-0 up, it's in the rain, the guys have got their shirts off. No, they haven't. Not yet, anyhow. Oh, hip and shoulder there. He's got the ball. That's a bit of a welcome to first grade. Oh, inside, outside. Oh, the no-look pass at the end of the move. Inside, that's another. Nepean have worked this well. Can he get a strike back? Is there somebody? And he strikes. Oh, hits him on the leg. Oh, that was close. Not close enough for replay, but. Oh, Bello's trying to win the ball back. Swinging leg. Play on. Yeah, Bello gets a free kick there. So 57 minutes in, as you can see. The home side still 2-0 up. Also take this opportunity to thank Nepean FC for their hospitality today, letting us be in the media area here, getting it all done. We were outside, and we would be, right now, we would be very, very wet if it wasn't for the good folk here in Nepean. There's not many answers here for Toop. He looks up and there's not many answers there. Nepean have done their homework on the coast and they've been able to nullify their attacking players. Here goes Ryan Gosling. Yuki gets it. Apo plays Casely. Back to Yuki. As the drums come in now in the background. Trying a shot on goal, Gosling. I don't think. I think we've even forced the keeper into a save as yet. Can you remember, Mike, forcing the keeper into a save?
No, I don't think we've had a shot on target yet, have we?
Yeah. So 58, coming up to 60 minutes in without a shot on target. But that just shows you how well the home team are doing here today. Playing well in attack and also very, very well in defence. They're going to be a force to reckon with this year, I think, Nepean. Oh, he takes him inside, outside. There's a free kick, it's outside the box. Yeah, I think they're going to be a good side this year. They look to have a lot of attacking weapons and, of course, a well-drilled defence. Looking for the VAR. The Shed crew asked for the VAR. Mike, what do you see on the VAR? Was that a penalty inside the box?
No, it didn't look like it was inside. It looked like it was just on the outside, so I think that's exactly right.
Good work. Good work from the VAR man. Mr. Mike Curran from Live Local Sport, part of the production crew. So here we have it. Nepean are looking to put this one to bed. Something tells me 3 goals to zip is going to do it for them. Oh, he slipped, hit off the wall. O'Malley. Oh. Wow, I've just put a replay in the can there just to see what we can get back to looking at that one. Let's have a quick look at that replay. As you can see, when he comes in to hit the ball here, he hits it, he actually slips, comes off there. O'Malley's gone up here, made it another great save. Well done, O'Malley. Good work. There's a bit of lightning going on in the background here. That's one thing that will stop the game is the rain won't stop us. The thunder won't stop us, but the lightning will. Oh, great save. There is the first save that he's had to make all game. Oh, nice play. Bad luck. Straight to McFarlane. McFarlane will pick it up. Play him in. Plays him in. McFarlane kept going. Can't get there. Ryan Gosling on the footy. Knocks it in. Oh, off the head. Ball's gone out there. It's going to be a quick throw in. No time for a replay. I've still got a replay in the can. I'll keep it there. I'm trying to see around Mike Curran. Lucky he's skinny because I can't see him. Passes across into the centre. Oh, the keeper's going to take his time. Let's have a quick look at that save. As you can see, inside, gets the ball straight through the middle. McFarlane goes, knocks him in. He knocks it through. He's one-on-one, the keeper, and I think the ball ran too far. Keeper did a great job because he got down low, and then by the time the ball got there, he was a little bit. He's all over it. Keeper was all over it. So therefore, there's a change. Looks like the Colonel Sanders is coming off, 17, and comes old mate. Old mate up front. Someone will be able to tell us who that is. Oh, Curran is on the stream, Mike.
Yeah, I saw that. So no mentioning about the equipment or anything to do with Hooters or next week, please.
Yeah, okay. So she knows we're staying over the next 3 nights because we rang her in the car, didn't she?
Yeah, she knows because you told her earlier.
Yeah. All good. Up goes the Lala from the shed, the Central Coast shed. Sounds like we are the Central Coast. There's a lot of teams that use the same chant. It's a good play. 2 pass to go. Sorry, that's not Tube. Tube's on the other side. Deep into the corner. So you can see there was a bit of momentum there by the Central Coast side. We spent 4 or 5 minutes in their half. But unfortunately we won't be able to convert that into a goal. Nepean are holding on here. They're really pushing an attack because they have 2 goals. Abello's played him. They've run on. He's still got the football, but the momentum is gone. Geordie Howe, that's the name I was thinking about. Oh, it's a big ball into the centre. Knocks him in. Right winger. He's actually went inside on that play, so there was no player out there. He's going to hold the ball up again. Looking for a free kick in the back. A nice ball, threads it. Oh, nice ball. Oh, bad luck. Jordan Preston is watching. Welcome, Jordan. Nice ball. Bello. Gosling. Yuki plays it in. Can be 1-on-1. Hits it. And it's a goal. There we go. Central Coast. Super sub. Comes on and scores. Well done. Just have a look at that in replay. A couple of nice balls here. Gosling, Yuki, just threads him. There's no player out here. And he just hits it. Beautiful. Keeper can't go that way. Keeper's going the other way. The momentum's taking him one way and he has to go the other way. So there we go. We are 2-1 up. Actually, if you're the home team, 2-1 up. We are 2-1 down here. But we have wrestled back a goal. There's a change for Nepean. Bringing on some fresh legs. Probably be a defending player. Not quite sure.
Really? Number 98. Oh. Good.
So that was Corey Atkinson for those watching at home. Just scored. Young Corey, well done. Come on. You want to come on and make a difference, don't you? So he's just come on and scored. Well done, Corey. Now Ken Nepean, there's a couple of step overs there, lightning feet with the lightning in the background. Corey's all over it. He's just scored, so he's up and about, young Corey. Oh. A little bit of just turning a little bit. Got to try and keep Nepean out here. Nice ball, he hit this. He does hit it, but unfortunately it's come off the side of his foot and he's spilt it out. The goal kick. Ryan Gosling starting to come into his own here. That was a great tackle. Looked like he was going to thread the needle. Oh, McFarlane's going down. That looks serious. Crowd's calling for the cheese, but the referee's saying no cheese. Oh, he's accidentally just pulled him down. Todd Bennett's joined the stream. Welcome, Todd. Tim Cliff is saying it's a great finish, Corey, which it was. Oh, that's unfortunate. You need to. You can hear Bello in the background saying, "Go forward," telling his son to go forward with the football. Oh, Magella trying to get a foot in there. Nepean still playing good football. Nice ball, 21. Oh, it's gone through, gone all the way. Geordie Howe's got him on the spin. Tappos pick up the straps, probably go back to Casey. Should, he does. Actually, Toops there.
Come on, boys.
Oh, just can't get it through that forward line. Nepean are defending with their lives. Oh, he's put it through. It's gone. Oh, great stop there. Calls for handball. Couldn't see it myself. Oh. Oh no, I've lost my microphone. Got so excited I lost my headset. Another dinks it in, but Central Coast are there to save. So a little period of momentum here for Nepean. He's down, he's back up. No, the ref's decided we'll stop it, give him a free kick. So Michael Cordy's saying he missed the goal. Well, Michael, when the stream finishes and you can rewind, you want to try and come back to the 68th minute, 69th minute, and you'll be able to see the goal there. So this free kick is very similar to an actual corner. It's a long way out into the corner, so not much difference. It's actually probably about 20 metres, maybe 20 metres back from the corner flag. So from the sideline, I'm wondering whether Central Coast United, they've got a few over there that are warming up. You see a lot of lightning in the background, but it's not over the field here. Nice clearance there. Oh, they've got to be off. Yes, flag goes up. Player offside. So the crowd to the left of me, the Nepean crowd sitting in the grandstand here, gone a little bit quiet, as you would understand. As I said, 2-0 up, it's not a good scoreline. Here we go, we're going to go forward now. Oh, it's a misdirected pass, bad luck. Oh, Yuki, just flat out onto that one. Ooh. Corey made a difference when he come on. He actually pumped them up. Of course, he scored, and then he was running everything down. But that momentum is now dissipated, and Nepean are back into their football. Down the line here, number 5. He's the king over the step over, the back over, step over, and then the back pass. Reminds me very much of myself, that guy, the way he plays. Oh, it's cut off, Yuki. Oh, yes, yeah. Everybody was pointing at a home throw in, except the ref. Got to make a change now. So it looks like Central Coast are making another change. The player has come off. But these days you can come off anywhere you like, which makes it very hard. Oh yeah, Noah Ajala has come off from a right back. And Comes Torrens. Those people that were talking to us last year about get Torrens on. Well, he's on. Let's see if he can make a difference. Corey. Oh, he's trying to turn him. He's got the throw in. Very good. Nice throw in, bad luck. Nepean. This seems to be the driest part of the pitch up this end. So this is where Central Coast need to try and make hay while the sun shines. Except there's no sun and there's no hay.
No, wait for it.
Here he goes, the hat-trick man, down the sideline. Down the sideline.
21.
Plays it back in. Oh, leaves it too short. Can we pounce? Central Coast need to make those transitions much better if they're going to get back into this game. A transition where they win the ball back. This one, you need to make a decent transition pass here. He's hit that out in front, but he can't get there. Just a bit hard from the captain. We need to see a little bit more from McFarlane now. I mean, I know it is first game in and fitness levels are not as good as they will be further in the comp, but I know Mr. Mike Curran is super fit with the washboard abs already in round one. Tommy Marsh is watching, our goalkeeper extraordinaire from last year. He's now playing A-League for the Central Coast for the Western Sydney Wanderers. Well, I'm not sure he's playing A-League just yet, but he will be. A few babies in the background here. Everybody's getting restless. I don't know what's going to happen here. We have I just had to turn Mike down there. He was looking at a baby and made it cry. Yes, sorry ladies and gentlemen, but that was the actual truth. The baby is just over the other side of the fence. He looked at it as if to say, can you please be quiet, and it just started crying. So I've turned Mike and the baby off. So as you can see, old hat-trick man, he's coming off. Unfortunately won't get his hat-trick tonight, but he's done a great job for the team. Being in the right place at the right time is part of being a great football player, and he was that twice tonight. Well, Central Coast will know this field when they're going to come back here for the FFA Cup, playing Hazelwood, one of the teams from up the mountains. It'll be an interesting struggle. Oh, Gosling, he's got the ball on a string. Oh, he's put it into the car park. Oh, man, lucky that didn't come our direction. Mr. Curran's worried about the house mortgage he's had to take out on his new equipment. Would have been a problem for us and the family. He would have had to be probably staying at Penrith for the rest of the year. He's put him through. He's one-on-one. Torrens can't go with him. Comes across. Geordie Howe has to make a recovery run there, cross the play. So corner to the home side. They haven't had many this half, corners. Oh, he's hit a low one. McFarlane's straight back out. He's got another chance. He won't do the same. Yeah, I think he does. Yes, it's getting a bit boggy here. Here goes Corey. He's on him. Running him down. Oh, we're just waiting for the keeper to have an air swing there. Nepean of trying to hold on to this lead. Central Coast coming at him. McFarlane just has shot. Oh, that was a great run by McFarlane. A big arcing run to get back onto the left foot. Abello's after him. Very hard to picture in the... Oh, he's brought him down. Here comes the yellow. Morse cheese. Is he going to show him? Ah, yes, there we have him. There's the cheese, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Cheese. Love a bit of cheese. So Nepean are holding on here. We're up to 79 minutes in. And it's still 2-1. Lightning is getting closer. Referee's had a bit of a look at it. I'm not sure whether he's going to call it off. Maybe we've got to come back on the Monday, Mike. We've got to play the game on Monday, then on Tuesday. Oh, he's up. O'Malley. Yuki gets one on the head. Corey, can he get there? Oh, goes under him. Nepean, shot. No. Actually, I don't really think that was a shot. It's just a clearance. Tyson Cosgrove. He's having a look. Wyoming Tigers saying nice cow paddock, but no, I think the field will be fine this year. It's just the last couple of days have had a lot of rain and it's cutting up here. Makes it hard for the players to get their footing. So another sub. Come on, Casely's off. And we have another sub come on. Bit hard to tell who that is from all the way across there. We'll try and find that for you. Here we go. Gosling, no, Appo on the ball. Goes back to go forward. Nice ball. Can he get it under control? Beat his player? No, he gets shouldered out. That's what Nepean have done very well today. They've been able to shoulder the players out. And they're big, well, not big boys, but just heavy bodies. And in this ground where it's a little bit sticky. Oh, the Sheds doing the Poznan. They turned around and actually doing the Poznan. Can you believe it? They are red and black as well. No shirts off yet. All still fully clothed, which is a shame for the neutral. Oh, he's away. Geordie gets there. TP on the ball now. Oh. Throw in, Central Coast. Oh, he's down. Excuse me for the whistling there, guys. I just, I don't know, belting out a few tunes. The Sheds got me up and about. I'm just waiting for a bit later when we're on the dance floor at Penny Panthers. Just knocking out a few moves, me. I nearly said the wrong word there. I just said knocking out a few boobs, but that's not right. Oh, he plays him in. O'Malley should get there, and he does. Amber Davis is watching. Amber, welcome back from your trip overseas. Done a good job. Getting signed for some big fashion magazine. Amber, everybody told us that it was your daughter, but I'm pretty sure it was you. Your daughter was covering for you, I think. Well done. The gaffer's wife is going to be doing a big fashion campaign or a big magazine campaign somewhere in the US. Lovely looking lady. So as you can see, we're coming in past the last 10 minutes now with about 7 minutes to play. Looks like the best Central Coast can get out of this is a draw. Nepean have toiled hard. They haven't really had the shots on goal that they had in the first half. The Central Coast have come back with Corey Atkinson coming on and scoring off the bench. Well, this will be interesting for United. Haven't had many losses in their club history. And it's all about how you bounce back from adversity. That shows the true character of a player or a person. So we'll see how that works out over the coming weeks. They have a tough game next week, of course, against Uni back at home at Plume Park. Could be even like a 7 p.m. Sunday game, so that won't interfere with Mike Curran's church commitments. He'll be able to get the church done in the morning and then come out and help us maybe live stream if he's allowed to, of course, in the afternoon. Plays it through. He's right on the byline. He's just going to go to the corner. 80 odd minutes in, 84 minutes in. Couldn't clear that. He's going to knock it over. This is where Central Coast need to go. And they win the ball back here. Need to move forward, but the ball's a little bit in front of Tommy. Keeper's got it now. Central Coast fans, Central Coast United fans are up and about now, trying to get their players get this equaling goal, make it 2-2. 5 minutes to go, regulation time. I think that there'll be too much time added on. We've had a couple of Mr. Cheese, but that's about all. Of course, we've had one goal, a few quick subs, but the subs these days don't take much time. They come off from one side, go on the other. He's called, he's shoot. He's a long way out. But he's also given away a free kick. The local home fans are not going to be happy with that. Yes, there's a lot of coaches in here tonight in the crowd. It was 6 o'clock kickoff tonight, so that wasn't a bad time where Mike and I will have plenty of time after this to get down to Penny Panthers and get ourselves a nice steak meal, I'd imagine. Maybe watch a few cabaret shows. Oh, sound a bit dull. A thud on the football. It's getting wet out there underfoot, sorry. He's off. Central Coast fans were saying no, and the Nepean fans are saying yes. So as you can see, it's a real home crowd here, which you would expect. We've come a long way, near 2 hours to get here today. So there'll be a few words here soon. Oh, just knocked him out. And the Nepean are just in a dangerous situation here because they're not really trying to press. Oh, it's not a bad ball. That'll be a corner. That's what the home side need, the corner. Waste a few minutes and also keep the ball down in that half. So on behalf of Mike Curran and myself and our new company called Live Local Sport Central Coast, we'll be bringing you most of the games this year. You might see a little bit of our branding. We're also looking for a digital partner to come with us on this journey this year, provide some sponsorship, and we can actually obviously talk you up on the stream and work with you as we move forward. So the shed's firing up, the crowd's firing up. We've got 2 minutes to go. So can Central Coast pull a draw out of the bag here? It looks very unlikely, because Nepean look like they've got the legs to hold this on. Yuki's got the ball. It's going forward now. Ball cut out. Nepean wrestle the ball back. Oh, he's off. Hits it on. Yes. What a goal. Can you believe it, ladies and gentlemen? That'll put it to bed. Well done. We've gone into the crowd there. Unreal. You've got to give credit where credit's due. Central Coast were pushing forward. And they hit on the counter. The crowd's gone absolutely ballistic here. Let's have a quick look at the replay. As you can see, he's passed him on the inside. Gone down the outside. No one there. And the ball across. He hits the ball across. O'Malley goes to dive. Corner, and he comes in sliding at the back post. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I must say that all 3 goals have come from the left side to the right side tonight. So well done to Nepean. It was a great showing. Oh, keeper makes a save. So there, I think, goes the chance for a draw, because that goal, of course, as we're pushing players forward, you would expect they turned the ball over, and therefore there was nobody in defence, and that's what you get if you're a progressive club and you want to play attacking football and not just sit back and just take your defeats. You actually want to go and do something about it. McFarlane gives the ball. Yes. Oh, here he goes again. Nepean, as I said, we push forward. 45 minutes is up now, regulation time. We're into time added on. Oh, that'll be a corner. So we've moved past the 90 minutes. As I said, I reckon the traditional standard 2 minutes of extra time will see it. You don't get many extra time added when the home team is winning. Normally everybody's on side to get the game off and get it done soon. But it's been a credit to Nepean, the crowd, the club, been very welcoming for us here at Live Local Sport. He's knocked that one, that's a better one, that's straight over the top, and there it is. Full time here, ladies and gentlemen. So that's it. A well-deserved winners, the home side, Nepean FC, taking out the game 3-1 against Central Coast United. So on behalf of Mike Curran, my astute cameraman, and myself, Les Hornery, and the Live Local Sports team, we want to wish you a good week. We'll see you back here for the FFA Cup. And I'm just going to put this graphic up here now and say that we're all thinking of Squid at this time, and safe travels home.